What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one is for Hammer. It's from Olive Films on Blu-ray, and it's a blaxploitation movie, but it's not like an over-the-top, campy blaxploitation movie. I don't even know if it really belongs in the genre, but it gets lumped in with it, so I think it's an appropriate tag. It was part of like the MGM Soul Cinema line, and it's got Fred Williamson in it, so I think that's probably why it's considered blaxploitation. It's about Fred Williamson, and he plays a boxer who's kind of on the rise. You know, he's up and coming, but he can't quite get that break that he needs to push into like the upper tier fights. And so he starts to work with a promoter who has kind of a questionable reputation, for doing some, hanky panky type stuff with the fights. He's kind of with some corruption. And as he starts working with him, he starts to get a boost, and so he starts to move up the card, and it's really looking like, his career is going to take off. When this happens, like, everybody in the neighborhood is thrilled. They're happy to see, like, one of their own guys making it, and even though there's a little bit of a kind of a taint to it because of not that kind of taint, but like not an actual taint, but like a figurative taint. Sorry, I got like all fucked up on that one. Okay, so they're kind of unhappy that he's working with this crooked promoter, but they're happy to see him doing well. And of course, at some point when you work with a crooked promoter in boxing, they're going to ask you to throw a fight, and that's kind of what this movie hinges on. Is he's just on the cusp of making it big time, and if he does what the promoter wants, he could make it as a big boxer, but the promoter wants him to throw a fight. And so that's the main conflict of the movie, and that's where things head as to what he's going to do, how he's going to handle the situation. Like I said, it's not super over the top or kind of it doesn't really focus in on caricatures or stereotypes like a lot of blaxploitation movies do. I just think it's like a well performed, well acted movie. Like, I didn't really have any issues with it. So the story made sense. The performances are great. Fred Williamson is always great. He's probably one of my favorite actors of all time. Probably my top 10 for sure. The boxing scenes are okay. They're not great. They're not super realistic, but they're fine. That's pretty much where the only blood is, because it is more of like a drama, not a exploitation movie. So like there's some bruises on the face and some slight blood from the fights and whatnot. It does have a few topless scenes, which is nice. Overall, I would say if you're looking for like blaxploitation, over the top stuff, you're not gonna find that here. But if you just want like a cool movie that has that like soul cinema feel, but is not, but is more of just kind of a well-made drama that has some good performances in it, I would check it out. I think it's a really solid movie. I think if you're a fan of Fred Williamson, you should check it out, because this is one of his, to me, it's one of his like turning points, because it's one of his like landmark movies in his career. And that again, that's Hammer. That's from Olive Films. The Blu-ray is fine. I don't think it has any extras, but it's the transfer looks fine. It looks really good. Definitely better than the old MGM Soul Cinema DVD. So I think it's an improvement. I would definitely recommend the movie. Just keep your expectations in check and just want to see like a solid movie with a good story and good performances. Don't expect crazy violence and over the top, pimps and crazy action scenes and stuff like that. This is a pretty fairly grounded movie. So I recommend it. I think you should check it out. It's available everywhere you would find movies. It's like probably under $20. That's pretty much it, man. I liked Hammer. I love Fred Williamson, so I definitely got to check out another one of his movies in HD. If you like the movie, if you like this review, make sure you check out my website, markfusion.com. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of crazy movie, game, anime, TV show reviews, new daily content every day. And then find me everywhere else at Mark Fusion, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, pretty much wherever. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and hopefully I'll have another one up soon.